Good morning and welcome to Sasta Kanda's Primetime News, India's most credible news source. I'm your host Sandeep.
And I'm Aprameyan, and this is a very important week for the world's democracies, with the Russian, American, and of course the Indian elections coming up simultaneously for the first time in history.
We also have some interesting updates on the African war and much more. But before that, let's move on to the weather forecast. How's the weather today, Nishant?
Thanks, Sandeep. The political storms are brewing across the nation as the election season heats up. Now, coming to the actual weather, temperatures are rising across North India, right in time for the lotuses to bloom. And I'm pretty sure this might be the case in the exit polls as well. Now, coming down to the south, the rains are fading across Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and there seems to be a huge water crisis. Just a minute, I'm getting some live updates about a TN minister trying to save the water crisis.
Tamil Nadu Minister Sellur Raju decided to conduct a unique experiment and set afloat 10 lakh rupees worth of thermocol taped together on water. But what he failed to understand was physics.
That's all for today, folks. Now back to the news.
Thanks a lot, Nishant. The weather does seem quite pleasant. Now on to the international elections.
The most recent Russian elections saw Mr. Vladimir Putin get a massive vote share of 88%.
We'll now look at our live reporter Prakhar, who's currently in Kiev, for some live updates.
Wait, Kiev? Ukraine?
I think that's what it says.
Interesting.
Thanks, Aprameyan, but the actual vote share seems to be 112%. Let's go to the representative of the ruling party, Nikolai.
I am not a Nikolai, I am a Irdo.
You're Nikolai.
No, I am Irdo.
Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, so Irodo, how are you feeling after such a successful campaign?
Thank you, it was very successful. The people are very happy, and from Ukraine also, from large majority we have won in Ukraine, yes.
But those people don't seem to be too happy about it.
No, they are very happy people. Sukka black.
Why were those people throwing slippers at us?
No, this is their way to show love and affection. They drink vodka, they throw slipper. Very nice. Very happy. Do you have problem with that?
Oh no, not at all. As you can see, Aprameyan, Russians and Ukrainians are very happy at the re-election of their beloved leader. Back to you.
Now to bring a different perspective, we have Shreyas with the opposition party's main representative. Well, there seems to be some technical issue. We are unable to reach Shreyas at the moment.
Well, that's unfortunate. We never get to hear from our Russian opposition. We'll try again next time. That's it from Russia, and we'll be right back with the American elections.
I wonder what happened to Shreyas. Welcome back to Sasta Kanda, India's most credible news source.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most thrilling, heart-pounding event that happens every 4 years. It's democracy in action, folks, and you're about to witness a spectacle. Welcome to the American elections, where the only thing that's more unpredictable than the candidates' policies are their hairstyles.
America, where the phrase go big or go home applies to everything from food portions to foreign policies.
Who will become responsible for the doomsday clock? Tune in to find out, but don't hold your bet for a happy ending. We bring to you live from Washington the presidential debates.
Those were some compelling arguments made by both the sides. I'm sure people are dying to find out the results.
Moving on, let's look at the war in Africa. Heavy fighting has intensified between the Congolese army and the armed group M23 in the eastern part of the...
Turns out people only care about the white wars. Now let us look at the recent Boeing controversy.
We have breaking news linking a prominent cabinet minister to the
Welcome back to Sastakan, India's most credible news source. I apologize for the interruption. We ran into a slight problem here at the studio. Unfortunately for us, Aprameya and Sandeep will not be joining us today since they are on their mandatory vacation. I am Sahil and I'll be your host for the rest of the evening. And I'll be joined by Samir. Hello Sahil, it's a pleasure to be here. For our final segment of the day, we will be giving you the results of the recently concluded Indian elections. It was a cutthroat election, but the incumbent Lotus Party lost by just a few seats. We go to our reporter in Delhi, Shreyas, who is live on the scene. Fortunately, he seems to have returned from Russia safely.
Thanks, Sahil. I was able to make it out of Russia almost intact. Here I am in Delhi with Manvendra, a recently elected MLA of the Sunflower Party. Manvendra, this is quite a cutthroat election with your party scraping by with only a few extra seats. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it was a very close election and we worked very hard to come in power, and the opposition, the ruling party tried really hard to stop us in our tracks, but they couldn't, and we won with a majority, and we'll make a comment now.
What plans does your party have for the future of your constituents?
Yeah, so under the leadership of Papi ji, the agenda was set during the election that we will build more infrastructure, and we will try to reduce the corruption in India, and we will try to improve the country in general.
Do you seek any positions of power, any ministerial positions perhaps, or maybe an advisor?
So whatever the party decides for me, I will take it, I will accept it.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting a cue from our newsroom. Apparently there's been an update. Sahil, back to you.
Thanks, Shreyas, but there's no need to interview him anymore. Please proceed to interview the Lotus Party instead. Wow, in a shocking turn of events, the incumbent Lotus Party has formed the government again. Yeah, it seems that even after the vote count, we can't be sure who forms the government. As it turns out, some of the Sunflower MLAs have found their true calling with the Lotus Party instead. We see them leaving for the Lotus Party headquarters now. We now take you to Shreyas live on the scene with the representative of the Lotus Party.
Thanks, Samir. Here I am waiting to be joined by a member of the Lotus Party. Oh, and here he is. And it's Manvendra, our old friend. Manvendra, weren't you a part of the Sunflower Party?
देखिए, पार्टियां जो है आती हैं, पार्टियां जाती हैं. अब इसमें देश का जो संविधान है वो सबसे ऊपर होना चाहिए. देश की जनता ने कमल का फूल जब चुना है तो कमल का फूल सत्ता में आएगा. तो हम जो है गोभी जी का 56 इंच का सीना देखे और हमको बुलावा आया और हम चले गए.
And Manvendra, that seems like quite a fancy car you just came in. Is that a new car?
ये गाड़ी हमको गिफ्ट में मिली है. हम इसको हम खरीदे नहीं हैं. हमारे पास बिल्कुल पैसा नहीं है. हम साधारण से मंत्री हैं. हमको जो मिलता है सरकार से पैसा, हम बस उसी पे चलते हैं.
And Manvendra, now that you're in the Lotus Party, this is my final question. Does the Lotus Party have any special plans for you? Do you plan to take up a ministerial position or an advisory position or something else?
हाँ, तो हमको रेलवे मंत्री का जिम्मेदारी सौंपा गया है और गोभी जी के नेतृत्व में जो रेलवे है वो बहुत तेज चलेगी, देखिएगा.
Thanks, Manvendra. That's all the questions I have for you tonight. Well, folks, this was a crazy election night, and now we cut back to our newsroom, where Sahil will give some concluding remarks about today's program.
Now, we have to bring to close our coverage of one of the most important and exciting weeks for democracies around the world. We saw how democracy pushes new policies and fresh young faces to the forefront of the political system and gives immeasurable weight to the choice of the people. It unites people from different nations with an uncertain process but a certain outcome. Democracy is truly a system of the people, for the people, and by the people. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and be certain to keep checking in on Sastakanda every day, India's most credible news source, for regular updates on the latest happenings around the world. And thank you for your time.
Look.